have all the talent, the skills, everything that I need to evolve. But sometimes it's just like, I need to go out there and, you know, really chase it.
Yeah, I believe everybody has their own path.
Yes.
Everybody's supposed to do something that presents something different to the world, because that is how you continue to spark that true inspiration. The trail of inspiration is what I refer to it as.
God chose you.
Yeah.
God chose you for a reason.
Right.
You don't know what that reason is right now, but it doesn't matter because he chose you.
Yeah. Let the world be your reflection and not you be a reflection of what's going on in society.
Believe that everything is going to work out how it's intended to, because your destiny is already written.
You never know who's watching you. You never know who's going to be inspired by you and see what you're doing. And that'll take them to their own path of inspiration and expression.
Just trust that gut feeling and know that the universe is going to guide you in a direction that you're really meant to go in.
Searching for the answers. I came a long way, long way. They can't even fathom. I take it all away, all that I imagine. Been dreaming far away, far away. I cannot go back now. So I take the long way home. Yeah, I take the long way home. I'll take the long way home.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Grassroots. I am Nick Johnson. This is the first episode of season 2. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm kind of nervous. It's been a couple weeks since I've done something like this, but today we're going to have a very important conversation about chasing the vision. Why, if you are somebody that is ambitious, somebody who has anything that they want to do, you know, if you have something, an idea or whatever, it's important that you go after that. I have here a good friend of mine who knows that all too well, literally and metaphorically. So today, Ms. Heather Araj, you are more than welcome to come on. How you feeling?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I always started off by, how are you feeling? How is life treating you right now?
It's been a roller coaster, but
Definitely.
you know, I feel like I'm no stranger to adapting to my environment. So yes, I don't know.
Yeah. Tell the people about you, because like when I was talking about like chasing a vision, you know, that's something you know about.
So yeah, I'm a videographer / photographer, creative on all ends, I feel. Yeah, I really started like my professional journey a couple years ago, and ever since then it's just been like, you know, with every career, you got your ups and downs.
Yeah. Learning curve.
You got your highs and lows, so you just gotta roll with the punches. But you know, every day is different, and that's the beauty of it.
How did you find yourself in that field?
So, I mean, I started off using my mother's disposable cameras.
Okay.
And
the little numbers on it.
The Fuji films, yeah. So she had an abundance of cameras, like just laying around, because they were so cheap back in the day. So I would just pick them up and I would play with them. She would get mad at me.
But I think, not to cut you off, but like, it's crazy to see how that evolves though.
Yeah.
Like, did you think, was that always there, like mentally, like, this is what I want to do?
No, you know, you're just a kid playing with something. But when I got into high school, we had, what's it called, yearbook class. Yeah. And you know, it's fun. And we learned everything from Photoshop to Lightroom to going out to games and taking photos. So that kind of really sparked my love and passion
creativity for it. Okay.
So ever since then, it's just been like, you know, I'm with it, and I want to grow with it. So yeah, I don't know how to.
No, you good, because it's like, it helps you evolve as a person. I think even going back, one of the reasons I thought about you for this episode, chasing a vision, like we shot a video a few years ago, it's like 3 years ago at this point. And one of the things that I admired about you, like from that moment, like even meeting you and how fast we were able to turn that around, is like the ambition is what I noticed. And you're just like, let's get it done. Even like for the video treatment we made we still got to do that. But it's like the ambition that I've noticed is like, okay, it's very much there. The passion is there, the drive is there. Where does that come from?
I would definitely say my parents. Like seeing them as a little kid working hard. My father was a truck driver, and he had to.
My dad was a truck driver too.
That's what's up. You see?
Yeah.
He had to retire early because he had a heart. He had to get a stent in his heart. So he was like, for real?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, I feel for you. But he was always the one on the road. Like I barely saw him when I was a kid. it was always my mother at home taking care of all 6 kids.
Yeah.
So seeing her work hard and like kind of be mom and dad at sometimes, it was tough to see. But like when my father retired, my mother had to step up. So she worked in a factory 60, 70, 80-hour weeks. And seeing her like work hard to just put food on the table for her kids was like it put everything into perspective.
Yeah, that'll instill something in you for sure.
But I've always feel like, besides them, I always feel like I had like the drive in me, because seeing my parents like struggle when we were younger, like I don't want to be.
You don't want to repeat that?
Yeah, I don't want to repeat that. Exactly. It's hard to watch your parents and be like, I know you want better for yourself, so like let me take it into my hands and try to do something with this.
I think we all get to that point in our lives where it's like, I have to do something.
Yeah.
It's like maybe you come into that sense of responsibility at a younger age, but maybe not. But I think at some point, especially if you're somebody that's passionate about going after the things that you want, it's like you got to step up to the plate, whether that be helping out your family or just truly going after it. And I think regardless of whatever it is, you have to accept some sense of responsibility, because it is hard. Like life is inherently hard. I don't think it's meant to be easy. I don't think it should be easy. I think there are certain struggles that we should have to overcome, because like it's made you who you are like to this point, and I think that by embracing that and also being able to witness it, it's like, okay, I can make something for myself. If I've seen like my mother go through this or my father go through this, it's like if they went through this, I can pick up this camera. I can go get
this
out
is light work.
This is light work compared to the things that we've seen. So I think looking at that is also a blessing, like the struggle that we've had to witness and endure. It's like, okay, well, now I know how tough I am. I always say that coming out of those seasons, because you go through tough times, like you talked about. It's the up and down with any process, but I think those low moments really let you know who you are.
You know what I'm saying?
They test your character, especially if you come out on the other side, which I think any situation you can come out of if you want to, if you truly want to come out of it, and you kind of got to get out your own way a lot of times. Like, is that something you dealt with, like that struggle of like, I'm in my way sometimes?
I'm dealing with that right now. Like, it's hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've gone through depression and anxiety, all that, and I still feel it to some extent to this day. But like you said, when you're at your lowest, like you show yourself who you really are, what you're capable of.
For real.
But like getting out of that is hard sometimes, because like I'm so stubborn.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm stubborn as hell. But it's like, sometimes I think I do a lot lot and that literally is the thief of my joy. It's no corny, nothing corny about that. Like, it's real talk. Like,
so what are you comparing yourself to? Like,
other artists, other people, and I admit to like that shit getting me down.
Yeah.
But like, I know at heart that I have all the talent, the skills, everything that I need to evolve. But sometimes it's just like, I need to go out there and really chase it.
Yeah.
Chase the vision.
Yeah. Do you think you get scared of that sometimes?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's just a lot of what you want to do, a lot of your dreams, and like everything that you've ever dreamt of is on the other side of fear.
Yeah. Fact.
And it's taken me to this year. I'm 25. It's taken me to this year to be like, okay, you've seen a little bit of the other side. Like, you know what it takes to get there.
You've seen some glimpses.
Just just take that leap. Put that faith in yourself and the people around you to really like uplift you.
What was the switch though? Because that is those negative emotions is like a real thing. Yeah. What do you think made it switch for you?
Honestly, seeing my sister, like Sabrina, she's really been doing her thing this year too.
Definitely.
And she's been doing a lot of like PA work, a lot of directing and producing. So seeing her like work with the artists and getting that experience was really eye-opening for me. Like, if my sister can do it, hell yeah, I can do it.
Because exposure to certain things is so important. Like, that's why I say it's important to have people around you in similar fields, because you need that inspiration. It's hard to be self-motivated all the time. We can try to be, and we can get up and do our best, but to have people that are close around us to be like, maybe you're not feeling it that day. Maybe you just need a pick-me-up, and it doesn't even come like, Heather, get up, go do what you need to do. But it's like just seeing it is often enough to just get you up out of that funk or whatever it may be. But no, I love to hear that though.
Yeah.
Just that you have that around you and you can lock in, you know. Embracing that is so important.
It's very hard. How about you? Like, what am I trying to ask? Like, what gets you to really like lock in and focus on the goal that you have?
I think I'm an only child, right? So I think I've always lived in a world where I'm just creating things for myself. But like how you mentioned, seeing the glimpses of what it can be and kind of seeing certain small levels of success. It's like I want to maximize that. And I also want to have an impact. That's something that drives me more than anything. Like we talked about before we started recording, just documentation of life and really showing people, not only through my experiences, but through your experiences and everybody else that I have on the show or interact with or document anything with, is that it's all possible. And I think that I've had examples and glimpses of people showing me that it's possible, whether that's people I look up to that I've never met or the people that I encountered, or where it's like even interactions that we've had, I may not have mentally been in the right space, but seeing you have the drive to, okay, if somebody near me has the drive to get it done, then I know I can get it done. And I can also have that same impact for somebody else. Yeah. So it's like just constantly trying to evolve, not only as an individual, but as a community, and seeing how far we can take it. Because like, I'm from Taylor, it's right near Detroit. You're from Detroit. Detroit is like booming right now. It's a very thriving place, you know, and I think that we all need to do our part in making it as big as it can possibly be and showing the people what we have to offer and valuing what it is that we have. So for me, it's been a journey of learning to value what I have, not only in my own world, but understanding that it's valuable enough to be expressed. I think that goes back to the comparison that you talked about. It's like looking at other people do their thing, and it's like, well, let me try my hand at it, you know? So that's kind of where I'm at with it. So.
Yeah, more so to your point, like, just going back to community, it's like you got to surround yourself with like-minded folks, and even folks that you have nothing in common with. Like, y'all can essentially help each other. Wherever one is lacking, another one can fill in. So it's like, it's important to surround yourself with community, period. I forgot what I was going to say next.
No, definitely though, just having people around you that understand the vision that you're trying to chase, because it is different, you know, when you want to go into a path like that's a little bit unorthodox, you know, if you don't follow the traditional college, job, career type of thing, it can be viewed as weird, or you do start to feel that sense of pressure as you get older, because people are looking at you like, what are you going to do? Yeah. You know, and maybe the field that you're in, they may not understand it. But I think that goes back into being willing and bold enough and strong enough to chase the vision that you have for your life. Right. Because it's your life, you know, and God gave it to you for a reason. And I was thinking about as you were talking, like going back to you just playing with those cameras, like that was placed in front of you that's not a coincidence, you know, it wasn't a coincidence.
You know, it's crazy you say that, because earlier I literally had to give myself a pep talk, because I was just I was in my head. I'm always in my head. So like I find myself constantly talking to myself. I was telling myself, yo, God chose you. God chose you for a reason. Right. You don't know what that reason is right now, but it doesn't matter because he chose you. Yeah. So you just got to believe in yourself enough and be delusional enough.
I seen you post that, and it made me, not to cut you off, because actually finish what you were saying.
I was just saying, like, you got to be delusional enough to believe that you have this, like I said earlier, you got to have this, be delusional enough to know that you have the skills.
Yeah, for sure.
The network, you know, the confidence to just be that person and go in full force. So, yeah, that's...
When I see you post that, I just made a post the other day. I think I think we should all be as delusional as possible for the remainder of the year specifically, but just in life in general, because you don't know what you really can do. Like, I think in my experience creating things, I don't always know exactly how things are going to turn out, but for whatever reason, I always find a flow. And when I talk to people about their experience, there comes a time where you always find a flow. Like, you didn't know how that was gonna get done, but it just got done. It got done by way of you having your intention and letting it go. Right. You know, and understanding that I got it. You know, so it'll work itself out. Yeah. And I think that's such a beautiful part of just embracing being delusional about everything. Yeah. It's like, go for it. Because you really don't have nothing else to do. Like, what do we really got to do? It's nothing, it's nothing that really is important outside of you making your dreams come true. So that's where I'm at with it. That's just how I've been feeling. So like when you said that, it struck a nerve for sure.
And like, I don't know about you, but I believe in Christ. And like, I'm not too big on religion, but you know, I believe there's a
for sure. It's
higher power for sure. So you gotta just have, like I said, have faith in yourself, have faith in Him, and believe that everything is gonna work out how it's intended to, because your destiny is already written.
Do you practice gratitude at all?
I have in the past. I haven't recently, which I need to get back on, like meditating, practicing gratitude, doing all the yoga and everything. Like, I used to be so on top of that stuff, but like I said earlier, I just get too in my head.
That's the artist's journey. You in your head a lot because you're trying to bring something to life that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So you kind of got to be in your head. I think that's where the genius comes from. That actually, I used to work right across the street right here.
Oh, really?
I used to work across the street at the mall, and my manager used to laugh at me for talking to myself. But I'm like, you don't understand what I'm thinking about.
You don't understand the genius.
You don't understand like what's really going on in my head right now. So I need it because I can't really talk. We at work. I'm selling shoes. I can't talk to the customers about it. I'm doing my job, but having that comfortability to just talk to myself and express it and work through it, and then moving on to find community of people. Like that's something I'm trying to work on in my life, is actually cultivating a community, which is another reason why I started this whole thing, was to kind of, whenever I present myself, I want to be of value. I think you should always try to present yourself in a way that is of value to the community that you are trying to involve yourself in. So I want to make sure that whatever I'm doing, whether it's the show or music or as simple as having a conversation with somebody to help them on their journey, is just being as valuable as possible. And I think that journey to understanding that, like how you talked about getting to that point of realizing that I got it. You know, I got it. Like, talk about that, like those steps that you've experienced from not believing it all the way to I got it. I'm delusional about it.
So, like, I mean, just back to what I was saying, like, seeing the people around me accomplish the things that they've said that we're going to accomplish and, like, do it at a high level, it, like, really opened my eyes to just the possibilities that are around me. And it's really, like, I'll admit, like, my drive sometimes is like this, but then it is way up here. So it really depends on, like, where my mood is. But that, what am I trying to say, is, like, I can't always count on that, you know? Like, you got to be disciplined. And I think that's the thing, too. Discipline is what really, like, helps me get out of these ruts and everything. Because I'm like, okay, I know I'm feeling this way. But that's not what's going to happen. You know, I gotta spearhead everything. That's always been my, what's the word I'm looking for? Just always been like, do it, go for it, like, F how you feel right now, because feelings are not going to get you that paper.
No, it's not at all.
So, yeah, from being low and, like, just being in a very high energy environment, it's like, I don't know, I'm a person that understands the lows, and I've seen the highs, so I'm trying to find that balance.
Do you try to exist in, like, the middle?
Sometimes, yeah. I feel like that's what keeps you
level.
Yeah, level-headed. You know, not getting too ahead of myself. But yeah.
I like what you said about the discipline. I've been working on that a lot. Like just structure. I find I get my best results when there's structure. I think somebody said structure is freedom. So I try to like block out the time in my life. So I try to, like, I have a morning routine that's very strict. Do the same thing. It's like the first 3 hours of the day I'm not even thinking. It's everything is just autonomous. It's just autopilot. And I think setting it up like that, it takes the emotion out of it. Because dealing with those emotions of chasing the vision, it is very difficult because a lot of times you feel isolated.
Yes.
So just having a system in place where you just do it regardless, so where you're not as attached to it, but the intention is always there. So it's like, I know I need to show up and do this because I may not feel like doing a grassroots episode, but I know that I have set myself up to have a responsibility for it. But I haven't had an episode like that yet, but I know there may come a time I may be sick or something, but I've already made an obligation to this person, be like, I need to show up regardless. It's like Michael Jordan with the flu game. I'm going to show up despite how I feel or despite what's going on in the world because I have a purpose. You know, I have a vision that I want to see manifested in the world, and I owe it not only to myself, to God, to the people that rely on the messages and the creativity, the videos that we want to create. You know, people rely on these things whether they want to tell you or not. It's like people look forward to seeing you be yourself. You know, somebody is watching you. And it's always weird hearing that, you know, because I observe you, like you specifically, and just the way you move throughout the world, and it's like, I think that's one reason we've always got along and just like clicked. Yeah. I remember we met each other instantly, like at the we were at the boat dock.
Yep.
And it was just like this person understands like the mindset of where I'm going, and there is a bit of delusion to just be able to, let's take a drive up to state and just go shoot this video, go into these people's party that we don't know, and it's just okay, let's get it done. And I think reflecting on that is a beautiful experience. So that's one of the things I'm most proud of.
Yeah, what you said earlier about structure is freedom, like really hit me, because like that is so true. If you have a routine, if you could follow that by, you know, step by step, every day the same, God knows where it's gonna take you.
It takes a lot of weight off your shoulder. You don't have to think as much.
Yeah.
And it's just.
It's like you get up and go. Like recently, I've implemented just the first hour of the day. Like, don't even look at my phone. It doesn't even exist. And that's really been helping my my mental. And like, I recently just deleted like socials off of my phone and everything. So that little thing, you know, our phones really hold a lot. Really hold a lot over us. So yeah, like just taking the steps and little actions that are gonna help you in the long run.
Definitely.
I think it's important to take as a creative for sure, because in our industry, like you let little something seep through the cracks. That crack is gonna spread,
for sure.
You know.
So it's like the snow. It's like when it expands and it'll obstruct your whole vision. But then you gotta, like what you mentioned about not even getting on the phone or deleting social. I think as an artist, creative, you have to keep the world out of your head.
Yes.
You gotta like block out the world and just, because you have a vision. And I think I know that you can pretty much do whatever you want as long as you have the focus and the drive to do so.
Right.
But I think the way the world is set up now, where there's so much information, there's so many different opinions. Like I don't think we were ever designed to experience the opinions of so many people, you know, because I think that opens the door for people to not have an opinion of their own and simply adapt to what they're hearing on a daily basis. And I hear the way people speak, and it's like I've already heard that talking point damn near verbatim by somebody else.
And to your point, that makes me just think about like the AI stuff. What's your take on creatives using AI as like?
Me personally, I love AI.
Yeah.
Like I use AI on a daily basis, but I use AI. I don't let AI use me. I don't let the programs determine how I speak. I use it more so for refinement and just to expedite the process. Like the new intro for the season, I don't know if you saw it, like with the animation.
I love it.
That's all AI, and I did that. I was talking to the homie, and I was like, bro, think about what I would have had to go through 10 years ago to get something like this, to where I just had the idea in my mind. So I think I like the way it allows me to get my ideas out. I like that it allows me to express myself, but I don't think that from a creative perspective, it should be used to destroy the integrity of the art. I think it should just be an extension of the mind of the creative, but it shouldn't
fully agree with you.
Dictate what's going on. Like I don't like the AI music and all that stuff. I'm not.
Yeah, I seen something the other day. Like there was this artist that got a music deal. A record. I'm like, what?
That's weird to me.
That's very weird to me. Like she got a whole interview on 60 Minutes with what's her name, Gayle King. Yeah. I was like, I didn't see that. She called her out though. She was like, but you can't sing though. This character can sing, but you can't.
So how does that work? Is there a person like? How does that work? So
in the interview, she said something about her writing, like all the lyrics are hers. Okay. But with AI, like obviously she's able to make her sound good and everything. Okay. Like she got a whole name, she got a whole brand, everything. Okay. It's just weird to me that, you know, people are out here like busting their ass.
Yeah, it's real humans. Yeah.
Yeah. To like get to the top or whatever it may be. But more so to your point, like letting you using AI and not letting it use you. Yeah. You know, so I don't know. It's just weird to me. It's tricky.
I think we'll see how it evolves. We'll see where it goes. In terms of like how you just described it, that's a weird one because she's writing it, but I also don't like the idea of the connection between the artist and the not fan, but the consumer being taken away. That's what I value, like the real human connection, and I see the world moving in that direction now as people are growing tired of social media. I think we're kind of seeing the decline of like just these different platforms that aren't really offering anything that is of value. I think people are now searching for something real that they can kind of consume instead of just the constant overstimulation. You know, I think that's what it's getting back to. So yeah, that's a weird case. That is different, but I don't like that. I'm gonna keep it. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's taken away from too much.
It is.
Taken away from too many people that are like, how you said, are like working hard. I gotta look into that because I'm not.
I'm gonna send you a link. I'm gonna send you the interview. Actually, I think it's worth the watch.
How do you feel about it? How do you feel about the AI space?
Like, kind of like what you said. Like, I'm okay with it as long as you're using it as like a push, maybe, but not something that creates the entire project. You know, because like in the interview, that lady was saying it's an extension of her, and yes, it should be an extension of you to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Like if you're using it to do literally everything for you, where you're not even thinking, you're not putting any creative energy towards it. Like stop, just stop.
See, I don't think that like has integrity in it when you just when you're just giving it like here. I think like how you said, if it's driven by your thoughts and your process, and maybe you just don't have the resources any other way to get your ideas out, then cool. But like I don't like the idea of it taking away the value of the human mind. I think that's something we have to be intentional about as people. Getting back to the idea of like the vision though, like having that vision, it's like you have to bring that to life.
Exactly.
And use the tools available to you, because AI is just another tool. But I don't like the idea of it being, I don't like the idea of the human being the tool, unless it's like your God's tool, you know what I mean? If you're the vessel for the highest power, then that's different. But to allow this computer to dictate how you move, I'm not jacking it. It's weird. It's weird times we living in. What do you think has changed the most about like pre-AI or just to where we are now?
That's an interesting question, because a lot has changed. Like, man, where do I start? I feel like I have negative feelings towards it and positive feelings towards it. Like my negative feelings are like, back to what we were saying, just letting that tool think for you, like taking away your brain power. I feel people like are lacking brain cells because of AI, and it's like y'all can use it however you want, but I feel the more we implement it into social media and like workplaces, it's gonna take away jobs, and it's gonna take away opportunities from others. Exactly. So it upsets me a little, because it's like, I don't know how to say, like I feel we're too reliant on it. But again, like the positive side of it is it can be a filler for somebody that doesn't really have the resources to create the art the way they really want to. But just, I don't know. There's positives and negatives to it, but
I think given the awareness of it, because I think you can't have one without the other. There's always going to be a positive and a negative, a light and a dark. I think it's just better for people to have awareness of it, like awareness of what's going on, so they're not becoming used by it. Because for a lot of the older generation, they don't even know what is going on. You know? And a lot of our peers, like the people that are around our age group, don't really have an idea of what exactly is going on. I'm not even saying like I have the best idea, but I am in this space and trying to understand it. But I think it's just better for people to be on the side of understanding than not understanding. Because if the future of artificial intelligence being integrated into so many systems seems to be inevitable at this point, I think where we are right now, I think that is just, like I said, it's better for people to understand how they can use it and use it as a tool to express their mind. Because I think the pandemic really showed us a lot, like the value of time and the value of being able to spend time with your people in your community, because we were forced to at that point. And I think that as crazy and wild as a time that was, it was also somewhat of like an eye-opener for people to understand the value of community and the value of how we should be spending our lives, because a lot of us were forced to retreat into a space of thinking where we hadn't had the time. We don't really have time to think now. A lot of, it's hard. So we trying to chase this vision, but we don't even have the time to do it. You know, you got to spend 8 to 12 hours a day just to survive. And then you talking about going home and working on a project that can maybe change your life. You know, it's difficult for a lot of people.
But you know, that's also the beauty of it too, is like a lot of the times people are working 8 to 12 hour shifts and then going right home and working on their dreams.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that that's the case for a lot of people, but like, again, that really just brings out like your true character and the grit that you have as an individual to really chase it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it really just, it's either gonna make or break you.
Yeah.
And it's really up to you to like just do everything that you possibly can to make sure that your dreams come true.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's the most important thing.
You know, I see a lot of people like say, I made it to the league, but they're not a star player.
Yeah.
They're the cameraman or like the reporter or like the team assistant, you know? You're still in the league, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, damn, I lost my point.
No, you got it. Get us a look. You're still an important piece.
Exactly. Yeah. You're still an important piece. Like, even if you don't make it to where you thought you were gonna make it, like, as long as you're in that, your foot is in the door.
You got your foot in the door.
Exactly. Just take that and run with it, and do with it what you can.
I wanted to ask you, because we talked about spending a lot of time working jobs and then coming home and doing it. I was having a conversation earlier. Do you view what you do as hard work? Like, is it hard work for you?
Yes and no. Yes, because like there's still a lot that I don't know, and I'm still, the hard part for me is like the networking aspect of all of this. Like, I think since COVID, like, I think a lot of people can like relate to this. A lot of their like social skills kind of just went, took a back seat. And I can say for me personally, like it definitely did. So I'm trying to just get back to where I was before. So that's like the hard part for me, honestly. It's just making the connection and keeping it. Cause again, like I'm just mentally, I'm like, I feel like fucked up sometimes, you know?
I'm already doing it because it's difficult trying to like get back out there and be around people because the social battery don't always be there. You know, a lot of times it is easy to just draw back and just be in the shell because it's so easy to create in isolation right now.
Right.
Which is why I think that having community is important. Not to go back to the AI, but I think also that's one of the negative sides. It makes it too easy to not interact with people.
Right.
You know, and that's easy for a lot of us.
Exactly.
So society pushes isolationism so much to where it kind of like creates blocks and gaps within the community.
And to your question though, like, yes, it may be hard, but no, it's not hard at the same time because it's what you love to do. It's what I love to do. Like, I've always loved being around like art in general. Like, it doesn't matter if you're painting, playing a piano, picking up a camera. Like, anything and everything about it, I love. So that's what makes it fun. Like, as long as you're doing something that you love, it doesn't feel like work. So that's, I feel like for us artists, like that's where the point we try to get to. It's because sometimes, exactly. Like the beginning of getting there is definitely gonna be hard. You're gonna have to push through obstacles and, you know, get over some humps. But when you get into that flow state, that's where it's like, okay,
just keep it going.
Yeah, exactly.
Just keep it going. I think it's all about like being a student. It's like playing a video game on story mode because it is difficult. Like you get these challenges, you get these obstacles, and it does mess with your head. 1000% it mess with your head. But it's so fun seeing the result.
Yes.
And I think that's something I'm learning to like chase. It's the result of seeing the vision in real life. That's one of the most
like, follow through.
Yeah, you know, actually getting it done, from whether it be shooting a music video or starting a show or doing all of these different things that we set our minds to doing. I think it's never as hard as people think it is for the artists. Like, I'll get people telling me, bro, you work so hard. Which is why I asked you that question, because to me it doesn't necessarily feel like it. It just feels like I'm a kid playing with my toys. And I'm just, you know, I observe like my little cousins all the time. And even thinking about you as a kid with your cameras, it's not smile on the face all the time. It's very much like focus. It's very much that drive and that curiosity that's gonna take me to understanding fully, to where now I started with the Fujifilm cameras to now I'm dealing with these high level cameras and creating things that are from my mind. But like to your point, in your case, it's just a little girl playing with a camera, you know, but she's very much focused. and it's not difficult to her in terms of it's hard for her to like actually do it. More so, it's just a challenge that you as that inner child you're trying to embrace that challenge.
To add to that, I think I feel everyone in general, like no matter what you're doing, if you're in finance or like you're a doctor or a creative, I think you should always just go back to your childlike.
For sure.
Just be childlike. Don't be childish.
Yeah.
You know? Be childlike and feed into that and like really nurture the kid in you. I feel like when we get to a certain point in life, we're just like, okay, it's grind time. Like I have no time to play. I have no time to smile, cry, nothing. But it's so like we were kids once. Yeah. We did all of that. I don't know why or what in the world like drives us away from being a childlike, you know?
So you saying that made me think about a few things. So for one, the Bible talks about like to enter the kingdom of heaven, you have to return to the state of a child. When I think of like the idea of heaven, because I do believe in heaven outside of where we are now, but I also think that heaven is a state of mind that is to be embraced while we are on earth. And I think to get to that point mentally, you have to be in sort of like a childlike state to have a certain level of curiosity and wonder and a willingness to chase whatever it is that you feel in the moment while you're in the world. As we grow up, I look at the Fairly Odd Parents and how everybody else lost their fairies and kind of lost their magic as they got older because everybody else just let the world beat them down. And Timmy was able to keep his fairies as he got into it though because he kept that childlike spirit, you know. And I think a lot of the things that we grew up on showed us that, and even looking at the people that we admire the most. Like, I don't know who the people you look up to are, but I guarantee you that they are like how you described, in that they are childlike in their work and they go after what they want. So I think that it's difficult as an adult to kind of maintain that because there's pressure to kind of adapt and conform. But I think the more you embrace it, you'll find the momentum.
You be like the more you embrace it, the more I feel you'll be carefree. Like you'll actually be living instead of, you know, trying to survive. So
surviving. Oh my God,
man. I was gonna say something. It slipped my mind.
Nah, you got it. Come back. No, you hit on the point though, like living instead of surviving. That's something I try to think about often. Try not to get caught into the loop so much because it's easy to get caught into the loop to where days just
and I think like for artists specifically, I feel a lot of them are trying to survive because like they are literally living off of their art. And sometimes, you know, you have your higher and lows. Like I said earlier, you got seasons where you're selling so much and you're doing X, Y, and Z, and then there's seasons where it's like radio silence. So I feel a lot of us, and I can say this, like for me personally, like sometimes I'm having gigs back to back, and then it's like it's just quiet. So it's up to me to like, you know, disrupt that.
Well, what do you do in that silence?
I study, I research. I always, like you said earlier, it's important to be a student. I feel in life you can never stop being a student. Never. You can never lose that curiosity. And that's what I was gonna say. For a while, I did lose my curiosity because like after my mom passed, like I was like, yo, I can't do this. So, like anything I saw, I was just like, I lost interest in a lot of stuff. So. Like just recently, like my friend Ashwak, she's a creative herself, and like she helped get that spark back a little bit, you know. So
how so?
I mean, she's been in a tech for most of her, like a techie. She's been an artist her entire life too. Like she was recently working with what's the network called? Oh God, she's gonna kill me.
What is it?
Oh my Lord, I'm blanking right now. She worked with this PBS. She worked with PBS. Okay. And she used to like go around Detroit, all of Detroit, and connect with artists and like interview them, kind of like what you're doing now. Like just, you know, how did you get started? Like, you know, what do you do to keep going? So she, like being around her really just like helped me to see like, you know, what am I trying to say? I'm losing it. Yeah, like stay in it. You know, don't lose yourself. Like she's very, and I'm not saying this to like disrespect her. She's very childlike herself, which I love, because she is a little older than me, but I still feel her spirit is like the youngest is she's ever been, and it's important to like surround yourself with people like that. Like I said earlier, it's important to just keep yourself surrounded with people like that, because I mean they keep you light, they keep you fun, they keep things what's the word? Fresh. Yes. So I don't know if that answers your question, but
no, for sure. I think like how you say, you need that.
Yeah.
You know, I think having those people around you that are, I think I try to be that person. It's just like, let's just do it. Let's not take it so serious. But there is like a point where we need to lock in. I think I'm learning how to balance it. Like balance, I guess those two personalities, because they don't exist all the time together. Like I'm very much like a fun person, but I think I'm more of a serious person when it comes to like creating things. I don't know. I'm very much, I think it comes from being an only child, to where I am playful a lot, but when it's time to work, I really get very serious.
Yeah.
And I'm learning how to balance that. I don't know where that came from. I was just kind of like venting to you for real. But what do you think?
Of like balancing?
Yeah, balance.
I mean, I agree with you with it. Like, what did you just say? You said like,
it's like
it can't.
Like for me personally, it's hard for them to exist at the same time. Like that playfulness and like the seriousness. But I think that they're kind of the same thing. I read this book about emotions existing on the spectrum. So anything you feel, it exists on the spectrum. So love, hate, happiness, sadness, it's really just the same emotion. And it's all about what you choose to lock into.
Yeah.
It's like the law of polarity. So it's just a scale of, you know, the negative emotions, but you can utilize certain techniques to keep yourself at a certain place. But that being at a certain place may express itself in different ways. So your love may express itself differently. To whereas sometimes your love may be, like if you have a child, buying your child ice cream, but then that love may be expressed in disciplining your child and letting them know, but it's all about just how you express it.
Right.
But I think with the idea of vision, it's really just, or part of it is intention. Like what are we trying to do as people? And understanding that, I think that's one of the most important things to understand early on, to where you can have a friend like the friend you have to keep you on track towards your intention in those moments where you may not be able to lift yourself up. You know, that community aspect is so important. So,
to go back to what you were saying, like I think it's important for childlike and seriousness to kind of coincide, because like obviously as artists we take our art serious because it's something we truly believe in, something we feel that's coming from within. But it's also important to stay to keep it fun, you know, to not be so hard and down on yourself, because like with me personally, like there's been projects that I'm still working on that are like I feel I'm thinking too fucking deep into it. Like I'm thinking too what's the word? Like too broad on it. You know, so it's like I have to get out of that and like not take myself so serious sometimes. Because I feel like that's what holds me back a lot of the times. I think I'm too serious of a person sometimes.
Do you struggle with perfectionism? Like thinking things have to be?
Yes. Like and that's what holds me back a lot. Because I'm sitting on like a lot of work, like a lot of photos, videos, like poetry. All it's a vast selection of work, but like I'm sitting on it for what? Because I don't think it's perfect. Because I don't think it's good enough to be put out, you know. But I've read in the past somewhere it says like you don't know who's watching you.
You don't.
You don't know who's gonna scroll up on your page and see what you're posting, and then them actually falling in love with your work. So I think like keeping that in mind helps me sometimes to post some stuff, but there's still that
those human. You're trying to get out of that programming, but move into a space where it's flow.
It's hard, you know. We're all human. But Yeah, it's gotta break that shell sometimes.
I read this book. It's called the Bhagavad Gita, and it talks about it's like the way you behave, and it breaks it down into like yoga. It's like the yoga of action, and how you as a human being, as a vessel, you should just do things because that's what you're supposed to do, and it shouldn't be so much attached to the result. And we live in an Instagram and TikTok and social media type of time, so everything is numbers. And I think that's what leads to perfectionism, because going back to what you said at the beginning of the conversation, comparison is so lethal and it's so draining when you're in those moments, and it's like, okay, is what I'm doing good enough? Like, I'm looking at this person, but it's like the more you just focus on doing the thing, that's where you get that flow.
Yeah.
And I think that's where that childlike wonder is, because like when you're the kid with the Fuji, you're not thinking about nothing else.
Yeah.
Like, you're not thinking about that, going back to returning to the state of a child. It's me and my tools. Let me build.
Yeah. And I needed to hear that.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like, talk about what you said earlier, keeping the world out. Like, you have a vision, I have a vision. It is our job to bring that vision out. Like, I think we operate backwards a lot of the time. We try to take in so many opinions, and then we conform ourselves to be somewhat of a product of the world, And it's like, nah, that ain't wavy. That's not cool.
Yeah.
You supposed to be bold enough to express what you have. Like, Lil Wayne said that. When he said it years ago, it always stuck with me. Like, let the world be your mirror. Don't be a mirror of the world. Like, let the world be your reflection, and not you be a reflection of what's going on in society. Because you just said something amazing about, you never know who's watching you. You never know who's going to be inspired by you and see what you're doing. And that'll take them to have an idea that'll lead them to their own path of inspiration and expression, to doing what they need to do. So allow that to happen. Yeah. And not keep everything out. It's okay to take opinions from people that you respect, but for the most part, everything is just cliche.
Yeah.
Number driven,
Very number driven. Yeah. And I think once, I don't know if Instagram will die out one day, but I always think to myself, like who are we without these apps and social constructs and beliefs? Exactly. Like, who are we? So I always keep that question in the back of my mind. Like, who am I? Like, what at the core of me, like, what do I stand for? What do I believe in? And I always try to just keep that in the center of, like, the little bubble I see in my my vision. But yeah, it's very number driven, like you said. And that, I think, deters a lot of people from doing what they really want to do. But yeah.
Social pressure too.
Yes.
Because it's like, you don't want to be looked at as cringe, but fuck it.
Fuck it. You gotta be delusional.
You gotta be delusional. I think embracing that, and just, you think it's cringe until you realize that there's freedom. Like, until you realize, like, that's where the freedom is. And people see that. Like, the people that need to see it, see it. Other people can have an opinions, because a lot of times people get so caught up on who you once were, or the person that the idea of you that they had in their minds, that a lot of people hold you to that standard. But it's 7 billion people. Yeah. It's 7 billion people in the world. So it's like, what are we really talking about? You afraid because you got 200 friends on Facebook, and you afraid of them to judge you. But there's a world of people who need exactly what you have to offer.
Man, I'm glad you said that. That's real.
Yeah.
That's for real.
And you doing yourself a disservice and the world a disservice by not presenting that and not chasing the vision that God has given you, and that you think about every day. That's one of the things that drives me. Like, I know I can do something. Like, I see it because I think about it every day. Like, you probably do this too, but you have these repetitive thoughts.
Yes.
Every day about the person you could be if you just let the fear go. So now I'm in a space where I'm trying to do that. Like I told you before, I was nervous doing this because I feel the pull back to the procrastination that I may have had in the past, or just that delay, or not believing in myself all the way. But I was like, you know what? I'm just making obligations. Like, I told Heather I was gonna be here at this time. I'm gonna be there. Period.
Yeah.
And you showed up too, because you may have dealt the same thing. Like, I don't know. How did you feel?
I was nervous coming into this. I was like, yo, I'm usually behind the camera. Like this is
it's different. It's a switch up for
very
sure.
different. But I think this conversation is like, I needed to have this conversation with you.
And people need to hear it. People need to hear stuff like this. This is real. Like, this is what we really go through.
Literally.
So that's what it's all about, expressing the real of our experience, you know, like, and just growing, bro. Like, we can have another conversation 5 years from now and be
completely,
you know, but I think this moment in time right here and actually showing up for the things that we want to do is what's important. That's what I want to make sure I'm expressing to people. And that's the people that I want to have on a platform. That I'm very intentional about who I bring onto the platform.
Which I think is important.
Yeah, for sure.
Who you bring on is also a reflection of you at the end of the day.
Definitely.
So, yeah, you're doing a great job.
I
man.
appreciate that. Which is like, and likewise, like that's why I told you I wanted to have you on here, because from the moment I met you, 3 years ago? It's like summer 2022.
Yeah.
To now, like I've always just, like I told you, I've admired that and I've respected that drive and your willingness to just get into the action, you know, and also like I seen you like in different people in different circles, being a student, you know, embracing all of these different aspects of the creative process and just doing your thing, but like that's what it's all about, like doing your thing, you know?
Yeah, thank you, I appreciate that.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't know what I was about to say.
You're good.
My thoughts are like...
We flying. This is season 2, episode 1, bro.
Man.
Did you, I know you said did you think you'd be doing what you are doing now? Even though you had like the camera spark, did you think you'd be the person you are now?
No. And I still think like this is the beauty of humanness. You're not the same person you were yesterday.
Right.
Like every day, like every day is a new day. And I love that because like you get a fresh slate.
Yeah.
Canvas is empty. You can choose how you want to paint it that day. So, yeah, I didn't think I would be here, and like I know there's still so much more.
Yeah.
I'm nowhere near where I want to be.
Yeah.
And I think that's what like keeps me going, because I'm like, I know I can do more. I know I have it in me. I just gotta put my foot on the gas and like just have full faith and belief in me and the people around me and God, to really succeed in what we want to do.
Yeah.
So
and take it there.
Yeah.
You see the potential and you are willing to embrace it.
For
That's
sure.
so important.
Like going back to what I was saying, like I'm not trying to sound cocky or like too into myself.
Talk how you feel.
Like I feel I am chosen by God. Like I feel everyone can say that to some degree, because like ever since I was a kid, I've always had a feeling. I don't know if you can relate to this, but I've always had a feeling that something good will happen to me.
Yeah.
It may not be at 25 or 30, but it may be when I'm 40. You know, and I always like God has just always spoken to me like, girl, be patient, trust in me, just put the work in. And what is for you is for you.
It's gonna come to you.
Exactly. So like I always get chills when I say that, like God chose me, because it's real.
Yeah.
Like I feel it. I've always felt it. So it's, I don't know. It's there.
It's there, and the potential is there, and in the knowingness.
Yeah.
It's not even, because I definitely relate to that 1,000%. Like I got chills you saying it, because it's always been that feeling. But I think the more you get into it, the more it gets solidified to where it's like it's not even a feeling, it's more of like a knowing. And I think that's what gives us the confidence that we are able to sort of develop over time. Is it's been proven to me too many times, like a lot of these things are coincidental. You know, certain things just kind of fall into place exactly how they're supposed to be. Oftentimes in your lowest moments, to where you think, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this situation, but it just works in your favor. And I think that brings you back to that idea of, I am chosen for something greater, you know, because had I not been, I wouldn't have been able to overcome the situation.
Right.
And at the beginning of the situation is very difficult, because it's like, how am I gonna get through this? But then you get into it, it's like, oh, I'm building momentum. I get out of it, I overcame it. And then it's like, I was always designed to overcome the situation. I was never designed to fail.
And I feel that's in all aspects of life. Like your professional, your personal, your, like whatever it may be, like if you can get yourself in something, I always believe that you can get yourself out.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
You are, what's the saying? Like, I don't know what the saying is, but you basically, like, you're Thor's hammer. You know what I'm saying? Like you have all that power. That power is within arm's reach, and it's up to you to do with it what you want. You know. So yeah, I feel like I reiterated a lot of what I said earlier, but
what do you, given your experience, what steps do you think go into embracing that power from somebody who may not be able to really recognize it within themselves, but yet they still have that feeling, but it's just hard? How do you think, what goes into that?
I mean, honestly, like for me and just my personal journey, I have to give a lot of props to my sister and Diego. I don't know, you know Diego, yeah, sure. Like her and him have put me on the like, and I want to say Sabrina, like it was a shoot, this day's shoot that she was doing something for, and I was like, bro, like please, like let me get me in there, you know. And I was like, she got me in there. So ever since then, it was like just back to back things and showing up, and like even if I'm not working on a project, I'm seeing and I'm learning, and it's not like I'm trying to get one up on somebody. It's like I'm a genuine student. Like I love this shit, and I have no agenda with anyone. So I have to give a lot of props to both of them for like letting me in on projects and like doing PA stuff, for like working the camera or the lights, you know. So
just playing a part.
Yeah, playing a very small part in such a big what's the word? Just like I don't want to say a big production,
like a scheme, or like not a like a plot, I guess.
Yeah. Just be the
like
bigger picture.
Yeah.
So I have to give props to them too, for sure. I don't know if that answered your question.
No, you going though. You flowing though. I ain't gonna interrupt you.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, and that's the thing too, is I feel you have to give credit to the people around you.
For sure.
Like it's not a one-man team, and it never will be in the art world. Some people is definitely true for it, but like in my personal journey, is always, I've always had help from different corners, which I'm very thankful, very blessed, very like happy that the people are there. But like I said, like it's up to me to like keep that connection, you know, to
show up.
Exactly. Because I feel my anxiety, like I'm just venting to you here.
Let it out.
Like my anxiety, like really fucks shit up for me. Like it holds me back.
Give me an example. Is it like self-sabotage?
Like exactly, self-sabotage. Like I'd be like, damn, like can I really do this? Like, do I really?
Those thoughts definitely creep in.
Yes, and I hate to say it, like sometimes it wins. Like those voices in my head, like definitely deter me sometimes. So I say, I don't know, like I think I speak to myself a lot and like try to like give myself pep talks all the time, because like I'm fighting it constantly.
You have to.
So yeah, like I don't know, it's just important to keep yourself at that
standard. I think one of the things that's worked for me, I have an ideal version of who I want to be, and I show up as that in the world to the best of my ability, and I try my best to align with that. And I think going back to it, if anybody is in a place where they don't necessarily feel like they got it, I think given all of our experiences, you know what you like, you know the qualities that you like in people, because you gravitate to those people for a reason, you know. So I think it's important to look at whether, even if you don't have direct access to that person, it could be a character on movie. This is what movies and art is for, you know. Art is expressed so that people can kind of become better versions of who they are. That's why we do what we do. So I think if anybody doesn't have that understanding or belief in themselves, what I've done is I've extracted different qualities of the people that I admire, you know, and seeing which qualities align with who I am and the gifts and the abilities that I've had naturally, and creating a version of myself that I look at sort of as a beacon to take me to my highest point, and showing up in the world mentally, physically, like aesthetically as that person, you know, all the time. And that has helped me make so much progress, because now I'm not just relying on the version of me that does succumb to doubt and anxiety and self-sabotage, because it's easy if you're constantly that person. Going back to what we talked about, structure and taking the thought out of it, that's what I kind of just allow myself to flow based on my intention. And it's hard because I deal with anxiety too. That shit is difficult. Like some days it don't be Like, we just filmed the other night, and I was not feeling it. I did not want to do it, but the homie just pulled up. You know, I was like, you ready?
Is that what helped you, like, push through?
For sure. Because it's having those people around you that have your best interests at heart and know your potential. You know, like, it's very important that you have people that you can express what you want truly, that aren't going to inject doubt into that vision that you have, you know? And that's a big thing in society, because the moment you express you want something different, you want to do something different, here come 1,000 people. Well, I don't think you do that. Maybe that's not what you should be doing, but to have at least one person
believe in you,
bro, you can do anything you want.
Yeah.
You know, you can do. I swear to God, like Napoleon Hill talks about that in the Think and Grow Rich. The idea of two minds coming together can accomplish anything. It's called the mastermind, because it's hard to do things by yourself, because you're fighting against your old self. You know, you're trying to be this new version, and you're fighting against the old identity.
Yeah.
But if you have somebody else, because they may be dealing with the same thing, but Nick doesn't know what Heather deals with in her mind. Neither does Heather know what Nick deals with in his mind. But Nick and Heather have agreed on a standard that must be met and lived up to. So if I can hold you accountable and you can hold me accountable, despite how we may feel, also being understanding of how the other person feels in the moment, but understanding I am here to offer you that support towards that highest version of whatever it is that you believe you can accomplish, vice versa, you doing that to me, we can get very far.
Right.
Because we're not solely relying on our own minds, because it's too lonely in there. It's too lonely in there, it's too hard up there. I promise you it is, and it's not enough. We only have so much willpower, you know, like how you said, we can only do so much by ourselves. And maybe some people are like maniacal in a way to where they can just be totally self-sufficient. I feel that way sometimes about myself, but I know in reality, I need my people. I need my people that's gonna push me. Yeah, you know, I need a tribe that's gonna call me even, I may not feel like talking. I may not feel like it, but having those people that just will pick me up, and also being there for those people, like, cause I'm very much that friend. I'm a very hard friend.
Like checking up on people.
Like I'm very much I'll be honest, I'm not the best at checking up like all the time, like, but I am going to hold you accountable. So if you tell me you want something, I'm going to hold you to that. To be honest, it has cost me a lot of friendships, not a lot of friendships, but a couple friendships that I thought would be there, just because maybe in my interpretation of the situation, maybe they weren't ready for that level of intensity that I believed in them. And I think I get that from my dad, like having him yelling at me at the games, not in a negative way, but just always being there, and like somebody aggressively telling you how much they believe in you. You know, like I'm very much that person. Yeah. Like, get the fuck up. You know, like, let's go.
And I feel I don't know if anyone, like everyone can relate to it, but I definitely can relate to like needing a friend like you, you know, like having somebody like you that's gonna push and like even sometimes get on their nerves. Like, you need that sometimes. Yeah. You need that. You need somebody to light a fire under your ass.
Cause we need that. You know, so I try to be that for people that need it. Like,
it's important.
Yeah, for sure.
So don't whatever the situation was, like.
Oh, I'm not changing that at all. Yeah. Because I see the results. That's one thing that we talked about in the beginning, chasing results. I see that it works because I apply the same pressure to myself. Like I try to get it as much as I can by myself, you know. So if I'm gonna push myself this hard and I'm able to see the results that my work has been able to have and the impact that it has on people, you know, people say that these things are changing them. So I know that I have to get up, you know? Yeah. And do it, you know. For sure. Get up and do it regardless of how I feel, because I owe that to my vision. I owe that to my future self. I owe that to the community. I owe that to God to be able to get up and do it, and it's something I take very seriously. So that's just where we at with it. Yeah. And we can laugh after the work is done, like the work, but it gets intense very quickly for me. Even like just then, I kind of like I get into it, but we ain't got time to play. Yeah. Ain't no time to be playing around.
In today's world, hell no, nothing's guaranteed.
Cause ain't nobody playing with you. Ain't nobody finna play with you. I promise you that now you think you about to have it easy, like. It's very simple, but it's difficult, you know, to get to where you want to go. But like we said earlier, it should be. Yeah. It ain't, because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Right. And
that goes for any field of work. Yeah. You know, somebody wanted to be a neuroscientist, like, you know, Yeah, it's just like, I don't know.
You gotta prove it.
Yeah.
You gotta earn it. It ain't. God gave you the vision so you can earn it. With the understanding and the potential to go actually do it.
Right.
But it's not just gonna be, here, give it to me.
Give me.
Yeah, no. You gotta earn that.
And I think a lot of, like, that's how a lot of people think. And I don't want to put people into just, I don't want to single story anyone, but like, just patterns that I notice is like, everybody wants the same thing, but they don't want to take the steps to get there. And like, people see the sunshine, they don't see the rain.
They don't see it at all.
So, yeah.
A friend of mine said something similar some years ago. I never forgot it. He was like, everybody wants to be respected, but nobody wants to do anything respectable. And I was like, that's very...
I just got chills.
Yeah, like that was very profound. Like it stuck with me all these years because I'm like, you know what, you're absolutely right. And I think the respect comes from the discipline, the showing up every day. Like another one of my homies, like really my cousin, he's changed his life around, like just from a mental perspective, a physical perspective. Like he's like into like health and fitness now, so he's changed his whole, like he used to be like a really skinny kid. Now he's like this big brolic guy now. But that's respectable, and I think that lesson can be applied all the way across the board because you have the vision, right? And the willingness to step into it and to chase it. Understanding that it may take you some years. Like you can have the vision in 2015, but 2025, you still on that path. You may not even be there yet, but you're well on your way. And I think that's what's respectable about it. And the willingness to actually do what you've been called to do, despite the numbers not being there, despite the approval not being there. You know, that's something that we did with a lot of creators. The approval ain't there, especially early on. You know, you're not gonna get that approval. Like I remember some of my closest friends laughing at me when I told them I wanted to do music. Now it's, oh, that's my favorite song. It's like, bro, come on out. But it's like, that's respectable. And I think young people of all ages need to know that at the beginning, if you're gonna do anything, it's not going to be easy. In terms of the way the world is set up, the obstacles that you're gonna have to face. It's very simple though. Just show up and do it, you know, and find you some people that you can rock out with, you know, and I think the way to find that is to do it. You find your tribe and community of people, because had I not had something to show you in that moment when I met you, for you to be able to like, oh, this person is serious. We may not be here having this conversation. Vice versa. You know, had you not been able to show me something, express certain things, you know, because it's hard. It's hard, and you got to be very selective about the people that you interact with, because there are people that will insert doubt and sabotage into your life. If
they low-key hating on you.
They're hating on you. And I say all the time, it's like you can't surround yourself with people that aren't doing things themselves, or aren't willing to, or aren't trying. You know, you got to try at anything. And I think that's where the respect comes from. So how do you feel about like selecting people
to surround myself with? I think I'm very, very selective with who I want around me, because I've been around people that, again, have that, like, you know, they support you, but behind their back they're like, I want you to lose. I want, you know, I'm not supporting you for real. Like, and I think I've always been the type of person that like picks up on energy. So if I get a bad vibe from you off jump, I'm not even gonna look your way. I'm not gonna breathe your air.
It's cut.
You're done. Like, so I think a lot of like who I interact with and who I decide to keep around is heavily based on energy. Like if you're positive, you know, I'm not always positive, but like for the most part I am. But like if you're positive, if you're driven, if you got a vision, you know, if you're not just somebody that's laying around all day and like fucking off, like I'm not gonna want to be around you. So I always just want to surround myself naturally with hardworking, great, good intentioned people. And I feel a lot of that comes from my parents too, because like they've always been super like on all of my siblings, like don't trust anyone. You know, keep your blinders.
They instilled that into you.
Discernment, exactly. Like you just gotta know. Like I don't know if it's the same for you, but like you just get that feeling. It's like, hey.
You pick up on it.
Yeah, it's like
Sometimes I think I'm guilty of not paying attention to that feeling, and I think it's gotten me in some trouble before. And I think not trusting that discernment and trying to rely too much on myself, it has got me in trouble because I'll feel it, but then I'll be like, maybe
you ignore it.
Yeah, ignore it, but then it's like, nah.
So in those moments, like how, I guess for the next person or whatever it may be, like how did you maneuver that? In terms of like that feeling,
like when it presented itself, like the negative.
Yeah.
Well, I think the reason it got me into trouble was because I was coming from a place of I know better. It's like mental. It's like the mind over like what you're feeling. Like your spirit is telling you, you know. So I'm thinking I know more than I do, and I'm ignoring my discernment. But moving past that and dealing with people that I interact with now, I trust it more, you know, and I don't allow myself to get burned. I've already got burned. You know, I've already got burned by things that I thought, like, my aunt told me this years ago. She was like, never ignore the red flags. Never ignore the red flags. Like,
she's right.
They gonna present it and it'll save you a lot of time and a lot of trouble. And the more you can detach, I think I live with more detachment now and understanding that it's not that hard to, I won't say it's not hard because I think in the times that we live in now, it is kind of difficult to make friends if you're not intentional about it. But it's not hard to click. You know, you'll meet people here and then you just click. And then other people, you'll be like, I'm forcing it. That's kind of how I recognize it now. If I gotta force it, or if I feel like I notice something off, I'll just
back away.
Yeah, like I'll go do my own thing. I have my own world that I exist in for the most part. So I don't need that. You know, I don't think I just don't need it. I don't need that confusion. I don't need that confusion when I have people that I'm aligned with, that it feels natural with. Like the way we were able to come in here, I haven't seen you in what, like a year?
Oh,
like a year. So it's like to be able to just come in and have a conversation and it just, you know. You hear me? So it's like we ain't gotta just trust that. And people will reveal themselves like they always do.
For sure. Man.
Nah. I want to ask you, what's one thing that you would like people to know in terms of chasing a vision from your life journey? Like, what do you want people to take from this moment right here, right now?
What I want people to take from this moment right now is trust your intuition. Trust that, run with it. Don't, like, your intuition will never fail you. And for me personally, it never has. And I've always listened to my gut.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, if something's off, I just instantly know. So it's like, okay, I know that's not gonna serve me in a way that's gonna benefit me, you know. So I'm just about to switch lanes real quick. And it's not to say like I'm only there for it to benefit me, but it's so yeah, like I'm not saying like I'm only there to benefit myself, but like if I know that group of people or whatever the case may be is not, it's just not inherently good. I'm switching lanes. So trust your intuition. Don't ever like you were saying, like don't think you know more than what you know. Like just trust that gut feeling and know that the universe is gonna guide you in a direction that you're really meant to go in. You know, so yeah.
No, that's beautiful.
Trust your gut.
For sure. What I want people to take from this, trust, like how you said, trust your gut, trust your emotion, and if you have the vision, go after it. I think that your vision has been given to you for a reason. I think that even us being here along this path is an example of that. But for anybody, you know, despite what the world may tell you, despite what the world may try to convince you of, try to invade and pervade on everything that you have going on, trust your intuition and follow the path that you've been called to walk on. I believe everybody has their own path.
Yes.
Everybody's supposed to do something unique. Everybody's supposed to do something that presents something different to the world, because that is how you continue to spark that true inspiration. The trail of inspiration is what I refer to it as. But just do you, bro. Like, do your thing and act on it. Don't care about what other people are thinking about or how they may try to laugh at you or judge you, because you know what you know, and you wake up and see what you see. Like, you see your dream life every day you wake up, and it probably riddles you all day. Like the idea.
When I go to sleep too.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's all day. It's a nonstop thing, and I think that the closer you are to that, and the more you put effort into aligning your life, your physical life, and manifesting that in its physical form, whether it be something as small as going to a new restaurant. If you have an idea, act on it, because that is what is taking you to be the best version. They're kind of like checkpoints, like how on Dora, she don't just go to the end first. It's like checkpoints. She may go to 2 other places first, but those different places serve as checkpoints and necessary experiences that'll give her the best outlook when she gets to the final destination. That way you just don't get to it and just be, okay, you know, we talked about gimme. You know, like, nah, like you gotta go through certain obstacles.
You gotta earn it.
Yeah, you gotta earn it, you know, so don't be afraid to go through the challenges that come with accomplishing that vision. And I think that the more people understand that at the beginning of their journey, the more they'll get to wherever they're going, and in the midst of those challenges, they'll be all right. So,
for sure.
Ms. Heather, I thank you for coming onto this
thank
platform.
You, Nick.
Of course,
Appreciate you.
It's been a great conversation. And yeah, like I'm proud of you. I just want to say that I'm proud of you for everything that you continue to do. I admire the way you continue to just be a student and show up for the process and just value your art. You know, it's a beautiful thing to see somebody valuing everything that has been given to them in a way that other people can be inspired by it, because it inspires me. When I be thinking, that. Like, you one of the people that I refer to when I'm in those funks, and I'm like, shit, well, I don't feel like it, but shit, Heather probably working. She probably working on something, you know what I'm saying? It's, whether it's Heather, Chuck, Tara, whoever it may be, like for me in my experience, I love having people that I can look at and be like, they're doing something. So let me show up and get up when I don't feel like I can go do my thing. So season 2, episode 1, it's been a great experience. And thank you again.
Appreciate you.
For sure. Thank all of you for watching once again. I am Nick Johnson, AKA your favorite cousin. And if I haven't already, I officially welcome you all to the Purple Era. I will catch you on the next one.